Hi, this is Kelly. I'm here in our 5th installment for Our Texas Organic Garden. It's April 1st, 2017. The last time I had a talk with you was end of February, and we had just been through a hard freeze in January that wiped out a lot of the garden. You'll see today that it's made a big recovery, and it's probably the best it's ever been. Today I'll also mention about how to plant edamame seeds and bitter melon seeds, as well as starter plants and how to produce your own seeds from the plants that you grow. First thing I'd like to do here is to show you how to plant edamame. These are seeds that it's better not to put them in containers, is put them directly into the ground. And I already planted one here. I put some fertilizer in this bed and mixed it with the soil. Take a fruit can or a coffee can and make a ring. And then inside that ring, you can put 3 of the edamame seed, the soybean seeds, in sort of a triangle there, and press down, and about an inch or so, and then cover them up. And then you can keep doing the same thing up the rows. I'd also like to show you what I've done, make some changes in this bed. This year we won't have okra here. We still have this wild asparagus. I planted onions. There's a climbing spinach over there that came back from the winter. Lots of peppers here that are doing very well. I put a blueberry bush in this year in the corner to go with the raspberry and blackberry, and we put eggplants here. I think they'll do quite well. This is the first time we put them in this corner. Let's go on over here, and I'll show you here some herbs are growing. The wild strawberry has come back, and back here you'll see some green beans back there. We always like to use them, and in the corner I've planted some bunch onions. You can barely see them coming up right now, but the next video you'll see them. They're Korean bunch onions. And in front of the greens here, the collards and the kale, we have some carrots, and these are heirloom carrots called Tonda. And let's see, I'm going to go ahead and try to find one here and show you. What makes these carrots different is that they're round. They look like a beet, but in fact they're carrots. This one's a little bit small, but very tasty. Much different than a carrot you get at the store. I think a lot more flavorful, and you should try these sometime. We also have organic oregano here, Cuban oregano, some kale in the background. You'll see the kale here. Like I said, we've had it for 3 years now. We planted a lot more Swiss chard from last time. You'll see it and the celery are growing quite well. The last time you saw me harvest some daikon Korean radish, and we still have some left, and I'd like to get these pulled up as soon as possible so we can plant potatoes here like last year. But look at all the blooms on the flowers. Now, there are some good points and bad points to this. The bad point is if you let all of your plants go to seed, then the root plant or the vegetables on it are not going to be as big. But one thing you should do if you want to use your seeds for the next year, try to have a few plants go to seed. And these aren't completely mature yet, but you're starting to maybe see some seed pods. And we'll collect them and use them for next year. Here you'll see this bed is doing quite well. The mustard is starting to fade here, as well as the bok choy. We have collard greens here and broccoli that we grew from seed. They had a setback in the freeze, but they're doing quite well here. And then we have combination red and white onion. Sorrel is doing quite well here as well. One thing I'd like to mention to you is there are some plants that do really well in containers that they've done really well for a few years with us. We have this golden crispy melon that we're trying for the first time, and I got some free seeds I thought I'd try. These are the Cambodian cucumber, Hmong cucumber. These are from our seeds last year. They do really well. We'll put them in this bed. These are some cantaloupe seeds that I had from the previous year, and so maybe 2 years ago. And we hope these will come back too. They're our own seeds. And then this is butternut squash, which we'll put over in this bed here. If you notice here, we have some giant kale. It still shows some frost damage on it, but it's doing fine. The Okinawan spinach has come back completely. It's going to be really big by the time of the next video. And you'll also notice the Japanese basil, the shiso, hit over there. Here we have turnips, and these were the Japanese turnips, the Tonda. Was it Tonda? Oh yeah, kabu, excuse me. And they're starting to fade here, but we'll pull these up soon. And let's go on. Best year of tomatoes so far. I can't believe it. These tomatoes are doing quite well. I think the spring weather has been really good. We have lots of tomatoes on them, lots of vines. Look over here at these tomatoes. These are really growing strong. These are all heirloom tomatoes, and I'm looking forward to finally having a decent crop. If we come on over here, you can see our full garden back over here, how it's looking. It's looking really nice this year. Here is where the last time I showed you how to plant garlic. This is what the garlic looks like now after just about 6 or 7 weeks. We had some bitter melon that reseeded from last year. We have a couple. And then we have these wild blackberries that are growing on the vine. What I'm going to do today is to also show you how to plant the bitter melon or the goya seeds. We did them here last year. We had a really nice crop. Now these are ones that it's better, because the seed is so hard on the outside shell, it's better for these to put them, if you notice, in a napkin after you get a fingernail clipper and break one side of the shell. Put a wet napkin in there after a week. Look, here they are, and you'll see, for example, if they grow into the, let's see if I can grab one here. If they grow into the napkin, it's really no problem. What you can do is just take your scissors and you can just plant the napkin too. It's organic as well, biodegradable. So here we have the root, and what I'll do here, we have a lot of compost that we had put here not so long ago, along with some fertilizer today. I'm just going to place the whole thing in the ground. And there you go. We're going to finish the rest of these after the video. Let's go on over here. Yeah, this bed is an interesting one. 2 years ago, I put all these blackberry vines all across here, and this year we had hundreds of different blooms. Not all of them have become berries, but some of them have. I think we finally will have a pretty good berry harvest. And you also see the cilantro in here. This is reseeded for the last maybe 3 years. We don't have to buy any seeds anymore. And back over here, I have a dill that's going crazy. And this is an artichoke that was from 3 years ago. It comes back every year, but each year it's smaller and smaller. I think I'm going to have to plant new artichokes next year. Sweet potato vine came back. I planted these peppers. They're doing quite well. And then you can also see, instead of planting them last June, I planted these moonflowers for decoration in March, and they're already up. So it's going to be amazing the next video to see the moonflowers all up in the crepe myrtle tree. Yeah, and so that's it. I think you'll notice that the garden's improved quite a lot, and we're very happy that things are back to normal, and it's very busy around here, so we'll probably see you sooner rather than later. So here's to organic gardening.